Hello and welcome. Today we're going to put on our detective hats and do a little investigation. We're diving deep into the subtle, kind of secret world of attraction to decode the signals that someone might be sending your way.
So, have you ever caught yourself wondering, do they like me or are they just being nice? It can feel like a real mystery, can't it? Trying to figure out if someone's friendly behavior is, something more. Honestly, it can drive you a little nuts.
Okay, so let's get right into it. We're going to treat this whole thing like a real case file, gathering all the evidence we need. And our mission? It's to solve the mystery of your potential secret admirer once and for all.
I get it. Those mixed signals are just so confusing. They leave you totally unsure of where you stand. But don't you worry, we're about to arm you with all the clues you need to get some much-needed clarity. So, what exactly are we looking for? Well, we have 8 absolutely crucial pieces of evidence to go over. Think of these as the telltale signs, the little breadcrumbs that someone with a secret crush might be leaving behind. Let's get started. All right, let's open up our case file with clue number 1. This first piece of evidence is a really big one, because it's all about a noticeable and sometimes surprising shift in how they act whenever you're around.
You've got to pay close attention here. Does this person's entire personality seem to flip whenever you walk into the room? If you have this unique effect on them, that's a powerful indicator that they see you as way more than just a friend.
Now, what's so interesting about this is that the change can go in completely opposite directions. They might suddenly become super cheerful and talkative like the life of the party, or they could get really quiet and reserved, almost kind of flustered. Either way, it means their usual cool, calm, and collected self gets a little shaken up by your presence. Let's move on to our next clue. This is something you've probably noticed if you're ever in the same room or a group setting. It's all about physical space and getting closer. Oh yeah, this one is a classic. Someone who has a crush will find any reason, or maybe even invent one, just to be near you. They might not even say a word. Sometimes just being in your orbit is enough for them. Just think about it for a second. Do they always seem to pop up wherever you are? Maybe they go way out of their way just to walk past your desk. Or they accidentally run into you at the coffee shop. This is a huge one for shyer people who are hoping to create that perfect opportunity for you to start the conversation. All right, detective, let's log clue number 3 into our file. In this day and age, this one's all about who's making that first digital move when you're not physically together. So, who sends that first text? Who makes that first call? If you notice that they're always the one reaching out, especially when there's no real reason to, that is a very clear sign. They're not just talking to you because they have to, they're doing it because they genuinely want to. Let's move right along to our 4th piece of evidence, and this one is a classic nonverbal cue. You know what they say, it's all in the eyes. And when it comes to eye contact, you gotta know that staring isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of clue. On one hand, you've got the nervous glance, where they can't quite hold your gaze and they look away super fast if you catch them. That's a mix of shyness and attraction. But on the other hand, you have the lingering gaze. Catching them staring from across the room, just totally captivated. Both are really strong signs.
Okay, now we're on to clue number 5. This one might seem super simple, but it's incredibly powerful and something we often overlook in our daily interactions.
I know, it sounds obvious, right? But we're not talking about just any old smile. We're talking about a genuine, real smile that seems like it's reserved just for you. It's like an involuntary reaction they have just from seeing you. So, the most crucial part here is to notice the type of smile. Is it that little bashful smile that shows they're a bit nervous but happy? Or is it a huge ear-to-ear grin that just screams pure excitement? The real key is whether this special smile is something they only do for you. If it is, well, that's some solid evidence. Now for our 6th clue. You're going to want to pay close attention to this one next time you're talking, because it's all about the actual words they use when they're around you. Think about it. Do they seem impressed by every little thing you do or say? Constant compliments mean they are paying very close attention to you, and they want you to know that they like what they see. It's like you've completely dazzled them, and they're not afraid to show it. Let's get to clue number 7. So far, we've mostly been focused on just observing, but for this one, we've got a specific investigative technique you can actually try out for yourself to test the waters. Okay, so here's your chance to do a little active detective work. Next time you're talking with them, subtly start doing something else, like check your phone or start packing up your bag.
Most people will totally get the hint and just let the conversation fade out. But someone with a crush, they'll probably try to get your attention back. They're just so eager for your attention, they don't want that moment to end.
And now we have finally reached our last and honestly, maybe the most telling clue in this entire investigation. This is the one that really separates just a casual interest from a genuine crush.
Let's be real. Time is our most valuable resource, right? So if someone is willing to reschedule their appointments, cancel other plans, or pretty much always say yes when you ask to hang out, it means they are prioritizing you. You're important to them, and that is one of the strongest indicators of all.
So there you have it, our complete case file. 8 different clues to help you decode all those confusing signals and maybe finally crack the case of your secret admirer. You've officially gathered all the evidence.
And that brings us to our final question for you to really think about. As you've been listening, have you noticed these signs from someone in your own life? Or maybe a little more interestingly, do you recognize yourself as the one who's been sending these very same signals? I guess the investigation continues with you.